I'm going sports. I'm taking Joe Burrow. Like I feel like he's like of the moment, but I feel like he is like he's everything that like Baker Mayfield was like billed as. Like he's that quiet confidence, gets the job done, takes a fucking beating behind that line, keeps ticking, keeps leading his team. Confidence, cool. Like he to me is like that's a fucking dude. Like and like you and at the same time, he feels like I've never met him or anything, but he feels approachable. Like you could like he could sit in that chair the way Jake is and like chop it up and be one of the guys.
He seems like a guy you want to have a few drinks with.
Yeah.
That's like the number one.
That's part of being a dude.
Right.
Number one on my "Are you a dude?" check off boxes. Can I have a couple drinks with them and like just shoot the shit?
I have a confession about Joe Burrow. I'm guarded when it comes to Joe Burrow.
Why?
Is that? Like I don't want to like him yet because I don't want to be let down because he seems like he's just so magnificent.
Yeah,
and like he's so amazing.
He seems like he's got like that. He's like small town Ohio kid, like kind of an industrial or like working class part of. Like when he cried on draft day, he's like, everyone's like, oh, I don't want to go to these small markets. He's like, no, I'm gonna play in Ohio. Like that, I am Ohio. And like that guy, I don't know. There's just like every time he talks and every time he's on the field, it is just like this is who I am, and I'm gonna go out and ball.
It's important too because it seems genuine, which is
that's the most.
See, that fucking cigar. It didn't seem genuine to me.
See,
at all.
that's what I'm saying with Dave. There's something lurking in the back of my head. Like maybe is he because
it seemed forced into the camera. Is he too cool? Is it too good to be true? Usually when it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true.
After he won the national
championship. When he was
championship.
smoking a cigar?
Yeah, like in his pads and everything, it just seemed
didn't look right?
It's my stink meter went off a little bit.
I think it's fun. I think he's having fun.
We're talking about a 22-year-old kid who just won a national championship and he's smoking a victory cigar.
I get it.
Yeah, but it seemed like it was a little more like we know he's going to end up being at the club. We know what he's doing. Come on, like if you're going to do one of those, give me the picture of you in the bathroom.
You didn't like his technique.
I just thought that.
Do you know the picture he's talking about?
I think I don't. Yeah, I can't.
It's
I'm
like he's in the clubhouse or locker room after they won the national championship, and he hasn't even taken his shoulder pads off yet, and he's sitting there smoking a stove, which is fine. Have all the fun you want. You're on top of the world right now, but in that moment, it just seemed like I think cigars should be reserved for like the elder statesman.
Oh, you just had an issue with the cigar itself.
No, he was 20 clearly.
Okay.
He was 22 years old or 23 or whatever it is, and it just didn't. My stink meter went off a little bit.
See, I feel like it's one.
And I know I'm in the minority.
If he had planted that cigar himself, maybe.
Did he?
I don't know. But like,
what are you talking about? Planted the cigar?
Like if he's like, I'm gonna have a victory cigar for like the pictures and set up this whole thing. Like that to me, I'd be like, but I get the vibe.
Way.
Like
somebody handed him.
That's what I'm. That's what I think too. Yeah.
If that's what it was, if someone just handed it to me, lit it up, a little different. I don't know what happened, but like, it just seemed performative for me.
So you're implying like he was the only one with a cigar.
It just
like
seemed
They
performative.
didn't like hand them out and everybody was smoking them. It was just him.
It was him.
So he had it ready.
I don't know. Something about it. I was like,
Did you see the story from yesterday, Sunday?
No.
Where he like stayed in his pads for like an hour and a half after the game and just looked straight. Didn't like spoke to reporters briefly.
Yeah.
Like I could see that people being like, all right, dude.
He had
like,
a bad day.
There would be some guys you would be like, all right, that's not a real reaction. I don't know.
Are you calling that not a real reaction?
I'm still buying it.
I
think he's genuine. So I think he's like.
He had 5 turnovers in that game.
Yeah, that's a tough day.
Yeah.
I don't know. Would you agree with me though? Like there are some guys.
I could see both sides.
Yeah.
Like maybe doing it for the cameras a little bit.
Yes. Can you sniff that shit out right away when guys would do that?
I mean, not really.
No.
Because it could be that, but he could also just be like trying to process the game and I'm fucking staying out here until I like kind of get through some of this shit.
Yeah. Okay.
So but I could see both sides.
Yeah, I can see both sides as well. But like, I tend to lean towards it was a little for the camera. And I don't think a dude does anything for the camera. He just does.
See that, and maybe that's my Burrow bias, where I don't think that he thinks that way. I don't.
I would say no.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I hope I'm wrong.